Here are Orange's two seniors on this year's men's basketball team, Kyle Stanley and Jason Franklin, and J.J. Thompson, junior point guard. Orange beats the Big 8 Conference champions here tonight. East Chapel Hill had already clinched it, but Orange comes away with the victory, 35-32 in overtime. Jason, it looked like you were kind of determined to take this game in your own hands. Did you? How much did you take away from that from Joey McMullen when you played for him? With him, I should say.
Well, growing up playing with Joey, I always know how competitive he is and how much he wants to win. So when the game gets close, I know Joey likes to put things in his own hands, and so I felt like that was my role to fill this year. So.
And you started overtime with that left-handed drive that ended with a bucket about a minute into the extra frame. What happened on that play?
We got some good ball movement, and then I came off of a dribble handoff, and the lane just opened up, and I was able to get to the basket.
Yeah. Kyle, you represent the low post presence on this team. You scored the opening points. Mm-hmm. What's it like to go up against a player like Jared Meltzer for East Chapel Hill?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a battle down there. You know, he's big, physical, but you just got to match his physicality and battle down there. I feel like we did a good job doing that tonight.
I was taking station breaks for 30 seconds during East possessions because they have long possessions. It's like playing lacrosse with them. You're on defense for 45 seconds, 50 seconds. Does that test your patience defensively?
I feel like it definitely does, but we knew like if we just stayed there and played solid defense, they would give us the game because they couldn't really score.
Yeah. Well, JJ knocked down the final 2 points of the game, and that was on free throws in overtime. After you missed the front end of a 1-and-1 overtime, I talked to someone who is close to you shortly afterwards, and they said that you were probably pretty mad after that first free throw.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah, I was. I was mad at myself. Yeah.
So when you got up to the second trip to the line, you weren't going to miss those shots.
No, I felt confident going into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think your dog Duke's going to be happy with the results tonight?
Yeah, it'd be all right. It'll be all right.
Where were you? That was probably your first overtime game, at least at the varsity level.
No, we had a lot of overtimes last year.
Oh, you did? You did have one. That's right. I remember. So, what were you thinking at that point? I mean, it's a strange atmosphere this year. But what are you thinking when you're holding the ball in overtime like that?
Yeah, there's no like crowd to get involved with. But other than that, there's no difference. I mean, you just go out there and play.
Yeah. Well, beating Big 8 Conference champions, that's a nice feather. It's a unique situation because ordinarily you wouldn't do that with still 4 games remaining. But it's a nice achievement here for this. What's been a trying year, certainly.
Yep.
So, guys, what are you going to remember about this season overall and your experience? I don't want you to be final here because I want to talk to you some more next week. But what do you remember about this experience playing at Orange?
I'd definitely say this year was like a lot different, but it's good to like take the young guys under your wing and like try to build them up, and like so we can build the program up next year and the years after that, and help them to get better.
Yeah. It's been a time of transition, but a good win here tonight. Orange beats the Big 8 champions, East Chapel Hill. Kyle, Jason, JJ, great job. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.